Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Well, I didn't think I was going to get to the beach this morning. It's been raining for the past few hours. But guess what? As you can see, we got some blue sky now. Looks like it's letting up for the morning. Probably for the rest of the day here. So I'm going to take you for a little walk to Vanderbilt Beach. This is Naples Park up in North Naples, Florida. Right now it's about 77 degrees. Very pleasant. The rain really cooled things off. Most of that rain is behind me now. There's still some rain coming on shore up to the north. You can see that's all rain up in there. It's coming in off the Gulf. It's been coming off the Gulf all morning. But it looks like we're in the clear. Look at that beautiful ponytail palm. Look at that. Can you figure out why they call it a ponytail? It's kind of a wimpy specimen. So I'm on 6th Street, if you're familiar with the neighborhood here. Walking south towards 91st Avenue. I'm going to go up to 91st and hang a right and walk to Vanderbilt Drive, hang a left, go to Vanderbilt Beach Road, and then walk to Vanderbilt Beach, and we'll get out on the beach and check things out there. I thought it was so beautiful here and so quiet this morning that I'd share my walk with you. Most of my walk. Love this neighborhood. A lot of construction going on though. There's a cement truck down the street there on a new house where they tore an old house down. That's what they're doing a lot of here. They just knock down homes like this, the older homes, when they get resold. And then they cram as much house as they possibly can onto a lot. And what the lots cost and everything, I don't blame them for doing that, but kind of sucks to see the neighborhood losing its old Naples Park charm. Speaking of tearing houses down, less than 2 weeks ago, there was a big duplex on this lot. Look at it. You wouldn't even know it was there. Completely gone. It takes them about 3 days to knock a house down, 4 days, get the lot cleared off like this. That's happening all over this neighborhood. This is 91st Avenue North. If I was to make a left, 3 blocks that direction is Mercado. And behind this wall, that is, what the heck's that called now? Beach Walk. Beach Walk. The development of Beach Walk. And it's all some kind of ivy or whatever growing all over the wall. It's nice. It looks nicer than just a concrete wall. Birds are kind of quiet this morning. Normally, it's probably a little late for them. I'm not usually making this walk a couple hours earlier, and the birds are going to town in all these trees. Look at that beautiful sky. Wow. even though there might be some rain, a little rain left coming this way. The forecast is kind of iffy. They're saying rain at 8 o'clock. I don't know. If it rains, and I'll be ending my live feed. Hopefully we'll make it to the beach before the rain comes. Some bougainvillea over here with a few of its beautiful little blooms on it. Loaded with thorns, though. Loaded with thorns. You don't want to get tangled up in a bougainvillea. And it looks like somebody planted some papayas along here. I thought I saw a papaya here the other day. Almost positive that's papayas right there. This is how I walk to Vanderbilt Beach, to and from Vanderbilt Beach. If I was walking to Delnor-Wiggins, I'd be going the opposite direction. I would have walked north up 6th from my house. But you can see it's a mix of older and newer homes all throughout the neighborhood still. There's a newer one on the right. An older one that they've spruced up. Over here, the white one. Good morning. A lot of vacation rentals. A lot of vacation rentals in this neighborhood. The sun's starting to warm things up already. I can feel it on my back. See, this over here is an older home. I hear one of the electric bikes coming by. Can't stand them things. But they put a really expensive metal roof on that. They've got their solar panels up on the roof. And then from here down, the homes after Hurricane Ian were just destroyed beyond repair, so these are all new homes from here to Vanderbilt Drive. These are big multi-family units, and these are all leases, rentals. But this is the new fad, these big duplex things, 4 or 5 duplexes. See what I mean about shoving as much as they can onto a piece of property? Actually, these are put on 2 lots. And then there's a big one going up on the corner, big single family. Still under construction. That's Vanderbilt Drive just ahead of us. See if Gypsy's out here waiting for her breakfast. Gypsy, the little black feral cat. She hangs out around here. She gets fed by... She is living the life of a queen. There's a blue jay up there waiting for somebody to put her food out. There's a blue jay that's still... She'll sit on this wall. Beautiful black cat. I heard somebody comes and feeds her at 5:30 in the morning. And then somebody comes at 6:30. Yeah, and I know another friend of mine comes around 8:30 and feeds her. There's a couple cats that live back there. And they've all been taken to the vet, but they just roam free. They've been spayed, neutered. Well taken care of. But they, you know, we got mice and rats here in Florida. So those cats take care of that problem. But there's that new house still under construction. We got all kinds of critters here in Southwest Florida. Critters, insects. Look back at that house over at the corner of 91st and Vanderbilt Drive. Ooh, that bright sun back there. You enjoying the little walking tour of Naples Park? Vanderbilt Beach here. Wait for the traffic to die down. Another one of my favorite vehicles right there. I prefer when they're out on the road versus the sidewalk though. A lot of them just come zipping up behind you on the sidewalks. Don't say a word. All of a sudden, wham, they're next to you. I'm just waiting for the day one of these people run into me. A lot of our joggers getting a late start because of the rain this morning. Our landscape crews, lawn maintenance crews, they're getting a late start because of the rain. Huge business here at lawn maintenance. Woo! You can take the brutal heat in the summertime. That humidity is what kills you. Look at that sky. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it was terrible. An hour ago here, it was just awful. Now it's beautiful. It's all the beach walk over behind that wall. A lot of folks out walking their dogs early in the morning here, taking advantage of the sidewalks. Let's keep going. We're not too far from the beach now. We'll be walking past the Ritz. And the Ritz-Carlton residences. Oh boy, another one of my favorite things here in North Naples, that Ritz-Carlton Residences project. Beautiful. I think it's they call it a silver leaf palm there. Because the leaves have kind of a silverish green color. I actually used to be in the landscape business many years ago here in Florida, and I've forgotten the names of a lot of our trees. Beautiful, oh, beautiful, beautiful. There's another one over there. Little Christmas palm. I think these are Christmas palms. They might be solitaire. Christmas palms get big red berries on them around Christmas time. And then they fall off the trees and make a big mess. Some birds of paradise. There's one with some nicer blooms that I walked by. I was looking up at the palm tree. Let me go see if there's some nicer blooms on that other one. Birds of paradise are so pretty. All I can think of when I say bird of paradise is Disney World. When I was a little kid, the tiki room, the tiki room. The singing flowers, the singing birds of paradise. There's one. That's a nice one. Do you remember that? Anybody remember that? The birdies sing. The flowers sing and dance. In the tiki room. Hey, if you're enjoying the walk, remember who's out here doing the walking for you. Keeping Southwest Florida television up and running here is a full-time job here. These beach walks and the other little photos and videos that I share, and the only compensation I get is your love and your generosity. So if you appreciate my efforts and you'd like to see these walks continue, consider sending a tip every now and then to my Facebook or PayPal account. You don't have to pay a fee for that. Facebook stars are appreciated, but you have to pay a fee to purchase those Facebook stars, and I have to pay a fee on my end. And sometimes I could take almost 60 days to get the money out of Facebook from them. So the tips go directly to me. Very easy to do. And right now I could use all the tips I can get. You can find a link to my Venmo and PayPal account in the description of this post if you want to send a little token of appreciation. Here's the condos at Regatta. Nice green space. And over here on the left is the Ritz-Carlton. If I keep panning around, the employee parking lot, the parking garage for the Ritz over there. Well, that's busy when I'm walking here in the morning. All the employees coming to work. There's the Ritz. Good morning. Sticking up over the trees. This condo, boy, has been here forever. The Vanderbilt Hideaway. All these people got flooded, the lower levels during Hurricane Ian. Not quite as bad during Helene and Debbie. Or Ian. Helene and Ian. Or, I'm getting them all mixed up now. Helene and Milton were the last two. Ian, 3 years ago. Little private boat docks back here. I don't know what they're doing over in that condo. Looks like they're putting a new seawall in or something. Got it all dug up. Something interesting over here. It's a little spot that you never know what you're going to see back in here. Look how quiet the road is. Just a few cars going by every now and then. They are working up there at the Ritz-Carlton residences. They work on Saturdays but not Sundays. Vanderbilt Beach is just beyond those towers there. But over here on the left Ooh, look at that. There's a little, looks like a little tricolored heron maybe down here. So I'm saying you don't know what you're going to see back in here. Could see an alligator. Isn't that beautiful? A little bird watching, and we haven't even gotten to the beach yet. That is beautiful. I've seen gators in here, and I've heard them. I've heard more than I've seen. Sometimes in the mornings, usually after the rain, you hear the bullfrogs croaking in here. It's kind of quiet this morning. But it's beautiful, just tucked away in there. See, a long time ago, this morning, water here used to be connected to the water over there. It still is underground, but I mean, before they built this road, Vanderbilt Beach Road, Vanderbilt Beach was an island. That's water. That's the water back there. We saw it when we were on the other side of the street. Sotheby's, Premier Sotheby's, it's a pretty building. Should be pretty for all the money they make. You gotta admit, the weather here is awesome. The views are beautiful. The blue sky, even if it is concrete monstrosities that we're looking at right now. The Ritz over there. I think we should start seeing some people coming out to the beach. That 8 o'clock rain doesn't look like it's going to be coming. But you never know. Won't know until I actually get out to the beach and get a good look around. Boy, it's getting darn fast. Two big towers here out front, and then there's some mid-rises in the back on the bay that they're building. I don't know how many are left for sale, but they're not cheap. Millions. Let's go take a peek in the parking garage. Right now, got lots of empty spaces here. Doesn't look like that in the season. Fills up quick. There's no attendant here anymore. It throws people off when first timers when they pull in here, and this is beach parking only. Sometimes there's an attendant just keeping an eye on who's coming in and out, making sure everybody's going to the beach. But the way you pay is you can scan a QR code or use your credit card at the machines. The rules for the beach, the parking garage, can't have guns in here. But look at this. Whew. These aren't. I don't think all these are beach people. It's 3 floors, 3 levels here. And I don't even think you can, I don't think there are pay stations here anymore. I think they completely, now that I said that and I'm looking around, I think they've gotten rid of the pay stations completely. I'll go check. Normally this is how you pay. Scan that QR code. I believe it's $10 a day. This is all handicap along here where I'm walking this road. That's why you don't see any cars. Well, our friend Jason, who operates the beach rake, he runs the John Deere with the beach rake. He doesn't work on weekends. They only rake the beach on weekdays. There's the tractor and beach rake sitting there. You're getting the full tour here. Again, the empty parking garage, mostly empty parking garage. Now, I don't walk through here when I'm walking to the beach. I'd be out on the beach by now. I'd have been out on the beach a while ago if I wasn't doing this live feed. But hey, anything for my beach family, I hope you appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying it. And I hope you're hitting that share button. There are elevators in the parking garage. I don't know if it's working. And there's a bathroom up on the second floor by the elevator, just so you know. Back out to Vanderbilt Beach Road. Coming up to the intersection of Vanderbilt Beach Road and Gulf Shore Drive. If you want to look at a Google map and see where I'm at. No cars in the handicap parking at the beach yet, at Vanderbilt Beach Park. Getting kind of steamy now. The water's starting to evaporate off the pavement. I'll look up Gulf Shore Drive. So quiet. And the restrooms over here. Restrooms, there are two. There's semi-temporary showers over there. Eventually they're going to redo all this, remodel everything. It's just taking them forever. I don't know what the problem is. Four handicap parking spots right here at the drop-off area. Limited handicap parking here. Usually the early bird catches the worm. Usually they're full by this time of the morning. 3 of my friends take those spots. Remember the flagpole that used to be here before Hurricane Ian? Remember what this looked like right after Hurricane Ian? Piles and piles of sand here. Unbelievable. Remember we had there was like a boardwalk here. You'd walk up and it had a ramp. You'd take you out onto the beach. Remember all that stuff that used to be here? Cabana Dan's. When you come in, Cabana Dan's had their little concession area over here. All that's history. Cabana Dan's is still here though. If you need a beach chair, an umbrella, they got you covered with some rentals. Boy, surf is up again this morning. Water temperature went down a notch, down to 87. Water is very cloudy, got kind of a brownish tint from all that runoff going out into the Gulf from the rain. But there are folks out here already. Tide's on its way in. The sound of the waves. Rain, yeah, there's a storm cell out there. That's got rain and that's kind of headed this direction. Is it going to fizzle out or is it going to make it here? Don't know. There's 4 pelicans way out there, just above the waves, heading to the right, up to the north. Very hard to see. It's that dark water, and they're far away. But since I've been doing this live feed, the rain's been staying to the north and moving on shore. And looks like Fort Myers area. Pretty quiet. People are still checking the weather before they commit to coming out here, but I think you're good to go. Might get drizzled on one time here. What the heck, you're at the beach. You're going to get wet anyway. So welcome to my world. That's kind of what I do in the morning, although it is dark when I'm making the walk here. I usually try to get out of the house by 5:15. Oh, there's a piece of a rainbow. By 5:15, if I'm heading to Vanderbilt Beach, 4:45ish. If I'm going to Delnor-Wiggins. But look at that, a little sliver of a rainbow up there. I was wondering if we were going to see that. Awesome, 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 awesome. Where's that pot of gold? I need it. Big time, right now. I'll take a quick picture of that. Sweet. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. It's so beautiful with those white clouds next to it. Take a little walk up the beach here for a few minutes. Give you a little more beach time, since it wasn't really beach time during my walk up here. Over to here. So that air temperature today is, I say, it's going to get to about 87, which is what the water temperature is right now. Typically the month of September is the quietest month we have here in Southwest Florida as far as population. This is our slow time for restaurants and businesses. They're dying for business now. We're dying for business at Boat Naples. Man, we didn't do any sunset cruises or nature cruises for at least a month. We don't have anything on the books right now for September. If you want to take a sunset cruise, now would be a good time. Get some personal attention. Our Thursday evening Southwest Florida television sunset cruises. Our Saturday morning nature cruises. Check out boatnaples.com. Ask them about our Southwest Florida television deals. Check out everything they offer. boatnaples.com. Vanderbilt Beach Resort, home to the Turtle Club restaurant over here on my right. Just bringing out their tables for the restaurant here. Got their beach chairs lined up with their umbrellas. Great value if you want to stay on the water. I think that's your best value right there in all of Naples, the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. And a great dining experience, beachfront dining at the Turtle Club. Check them out. Mention Southwest Florida Television. Let them know you heard about them right here. See the La Playa sticking up in the distance there. A tall, skinny building. Over here on my right, Vanderbilt Beach and Harbor Club timeshare. All is quiet so far. It's supposed to be cloudy most of the day. Rainbow's gone, that piece of a rainbow. We haven't seen a full rainbow in a little while. We've seen some slivers of them. During my rainy morning beach walks. A lot of timeshares here, a lot of rentals. All full during the winter months now. A dime a dozen. Not quite that cheap, but I'm sure you can get yourself a good deal if you want a little beach time in the month of September. Clouds blocking the sun over to the east. Off Point of Naples here, that little tiny white cubicle looking building. A little cube, a little white cube. Boy, after the hurricane, that's all it looked like was a little white cube. Picture, there was nothing green around here. There was nothing. Palm trees, the big palm trees are about the only thing left standing. It just looked like one big giant beach. Mountains of sand piled up, mountains of sand piled up here. 3 times we went through that in 2 years. Let's hope we don't have to deal with that for a long, long time. Going to be a pretty high tide. Looks like a little higher than maybe normal. I think high tide's around noon or something. So we got a ways to go, and that water's already pretty high. That rain's getting closer to me out there. Definitely coming my way. I'm just going to go up here a little bit further, then turn around and start walking back down the beach. Sea turtle nest 254. That little nest got soaked, but it looks like it did hatch. Looks like we had an emergence there. That hole in the center, that's what it looks like where they come out of before it kind of fills itself back in. Looks like they hatched. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. Several nests go underwater. Remember, stay out of the dune areas. There's signs reminding you all along, but give our dunes a chance to re-nourish themselves, to regrow. They've pretty much all been replanted here on Vanderbilt Beach, and they're making a nice comeback. But stay out of them. Only the turtles are allowed in there, and the turtle patrol people to check on the nests. Quiet, huh? Quiet Saturday morning. Just the way I like it. I wish it was like this all the time. A couple seagulls, a couple little terns here. Another little seagull up here ahead of me. Being very quiet this morning. Beach access pathway number 2 here from the Gulf Shore Drive. There's no parking at the beach access. It's just for people walking or getting dropped off. If you want to come to this section of the beach, if you're staying in Naples Park or on Vanderbilt Beach in the Connors area here in North Naples, our friend Christine at Naples Park and Beach Shuttle, she can hook you up with a ride. She can drop you off and come and get you when you're done. So if you want to get to a really quiet beach, this is where you want to go, on Vanderbilt Beach. There's actually up to the north of Vanderbilt Beach, it's a little wider and even more quiet. So check out Christine, Naples Park and Beach Shuttle. Where's that rain? Yep, still getting closer. Still heading towards me. Looks like a nice one too. Nice little downpour. Not big, but a good downpour nonetheless. Alright, maybe get up to La Playa here and turn around. That's half of Vanderbilt Beach, basically half of Vanderbilt Beach. Way up to the north in the distance is Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. I see 2 sea turtle nests in front of me that did go underwater here by La Playa. The little the little sea turtles in their eggs. They're not embryos anymore. They're pretty well developed, but they do need oxygen to survive. They can only last so long submerged. No umbrellas out yet at La Playa. No people out. Looks like they got a yoga class going on up by the building on the lawn. Some morning, or yoga, not aerobics, yoga. You can see all the ladies in their yoga breeches. And I can smell the bacon. Whoo, coming out of the kitchen. Yoga and bacon. I'll take the bacon. Gosh, it's quiet. I'm sure La Playa's got some good deals running right now. Like I said, Vanderbilt Beach Resort. That's your best place to stay here. Check them out, Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Each room is like a little apartment, or you can go all the way up to a 2-bedroom with a full bath, or two baths, full kitchen, dining room, living room. Or get more like a little efficiency style room, but they all have a little kitchenette. Morning. I'll get back to Vanderbilt Beach Park before this storm moves in so I can hide from the rain till it passes by. Morning. Looks like there's a nice patch of sun hitting Vanderbilt Beach Park right now. Wow. Wish I was down there right now. Get a little sun on me. Like the sun's breaking through the clouds. There comes a little sun right now in between the buildings. Hallelujah. You can see how cloudy that water is, churned up. With that sun hitting it. Alright, thinking this is going to be about the 2-minute warning. Now would be a good time to send some of those Facebook stars if you're enjoying the views this morning. If you want to see these walks continue. It's up to you. This could be the very last month for my beach walks, my friends. If things don't pick up, just saying. Good morning. Alright, that's about going to do it for this morning's live feed. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. If you missed the beginning, I kind of took you along for the walk through Naples Park in my little neighborhood up in North Naples here. Took you for a walk to the beach. So if you want to see what Naples Park looks like, it's a very eclectic little neighborhood. Very sought after neighborhood. Very close to the beach, is no HOA, which is nice. That's what's so nice about Naples Park. No condo commandos to deal with. Nobody sticking their nose in your business. beat the rain. It's coming on shore now, just to the south of me. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. One nation under God. Keep her in your prayers. She needs them now more than ever, my friends. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.